game's on fire, a $1 million lawsuit, and the time Speed broke something that wasn't even his. These are $1 versus $1 million things IShowSpeed destroyed. Speed didn't even destroy his own stuff for the first one. See, he was streaming 2K with Adin Ross, and after losing the wager, this man grabbed Adin's PS5 controller and launched it across the room.
We could've won this shit.
Oh God, we could've won.
Me and you.
Oh God, we could've won.
We could've fucking won this shit.
The controller hit the wall, stained it, and was completely done. And Adin just stood there like, bro, what the hell? But here's the thing, Speed immediately felt bad about it.
I'm sorry. No, hold on, let me mute.
He apologized, hugged Adin on stream, and said, send me the bill, 70 bucks. That's what it cost to replace. And honestly, for Speed, that's a warm-up, because what he destroyed next took way longer and hurt way more. Now this one has the craziest story. Jinxie challenged Speed to a Clash Royale wager.
And if you lose, you have to get the Hog Rider haircut, bro.
What?
Yes, I did it. I did it like a year ago.
Oh, hell no. What is you talking about?
Ask your chat, bro.
The bet. Loser gets the worst haircut of their life. And to make it interesting, Jinxie gave Speed a 99 game head start, 99-0. All Speed had to do was win one single game, but Speed didn't win one. He lost, and he kept losing, and he lost again, 86 straight losses. And during the whole thing, Jinxie was commentating every single move like an ESPN analyst.
Last second, redirect the bowler.
Bowler? Oh my god, bowler left, bowler right. Fireball for more damage. Got him.
Speed couldn't take it anymore. He screamed, stood up, and punched his monitor so hard the screen completely shattered.
Bro, shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! What you talking about? You just made me break my fucking monitor.
And the wildest part, he kept playing on the broken monitor. Dude said on stream,
my monitor's broke. I was playing on a broken monitor this whole game.
But Speed actually ended up winning the bet with a pro coach named Riley, and Jinxie had to get the ugliest R9 haircut in history, $400 for a monitor. But that's nothing compared to what Speed smashed just to celebrate himself. Speed decided his PS4 had to die. Chat voted fire.
I'm not breaking it with a fire, I'll break it with a hammer.
So he called 911 first and asked a cop if it was okay.
Chad, let's just ask the police, bro. I'm about to just ask the police, bro. I have a lighter and I have a PlayStation 4, and I'm thinking about lighting my PlayStation 4, and I don't know. Is that a good idea?
Doesn't sound like a great idea to do it inside, but I mean, we can't really stop you from doing it outside.
Cop said as long as you're outside and it's not blowing up, you'll be fine.
It'll probably catch fire a little bit, but it doesn't sound like it's gonna blow up or anything.
Oh, so I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you're in the safety of your own home and outside, I think you'll be just fine, sir.
Speed was inside. He lit it anyway, small fire. But Speed started screaming for help. Cop panicked, asked for his address. Speed gave a fake one and hung up.
Officer! Officer! Officer!
Yes, sir? Is everything okay?
Officer, I need help! Get him out!
I need to know exactly what's going on, sir, and where you're at.
I'm burning down. I'm in 324 Elmo Street.
He pranked the police, then took it outside and smashed it 4 times. Already in pieces, tried to light the remains, wouldn't even catch. But the prank came back. Police actually showed up and arrested him for allegedly trying to harm himself and his family. His mom had to save him. Whole situation fixed. A millionaire streamer who downloads random malware onto his own computer. That's Speed. He found some sketchy game called No Escape, ran it, and the virus immediately restarted his PC. When it came back on, he couldn't remember his own password. Chat had to tell him it was death in all caps. And even after that, the computer was bricked. $1,100 of CyberPower PC gone because this man clicked continue on something called malicious fail. The name literally warned him, and this is the same man who makes hundreds of thousands a month, can't remember his own password, downloads random viruses, makes more money than most people's entire family, and still can't operate a computer safely. But a bricked PC is nothing compared to what happened when Speed brought fireworks into his bedroom.
No, 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 no.
This is one of the most legendary moments in YouTube history. July 4th, 2022. Speed decided to light fireworks in his bedroom. On stream, he grabbed a Pikachu-shaped one, put it on his bed, and said, "I don't think it's gonna be that loud." Famous last words. The second he lit it, that thing went crazy. Sparks shooting out of 4 different openings, spinning everywhere, landing on the carpet. Speed was screaming, the room filled with smoke, fire alarms going off, and all you hear is Speed yelling.
Oh my God, Mom! Mom! Oh my goodness!
Firefighters from Engine 51 showed up to his house. The walls were stained, the carpet was burned, and Speed was standing there looking like he just survived a war zone. Estimated 5 to 10,000 in damage. All cause he thought a Pikachu firework would be chill. But even setting your room on fire doesn't cost as much as what Speed did to celebrate 20 million subscribers. When Speed hit 20 million subscribers, he didn't just celebrate, he gave this emotional speech.
Remember, live to the fullest, live to the greatest. You will be the one. Nobody loves you like how they did it. That's 20 of them right there. And that's what I'm talking about. This is what we do. We presume and keep going. And I love y'all boys.
And then he climbed on top of his tall-ass dresser and dove head first, completely airborne, directly into his streaming setup, his monitors, his PC, his camera, everything.
Bye-bye.
The stream froze mid-air. All you heard was a massive crash, wheezing, and somebody off camera yelling,
Yo, you good?
Bro. Hold on, let me call 911. Hold on.
$15,000 of equipment destroyed in one dive. And the craziest part? He does this at every milestone. 17 million, 18 million, 20 million. Same dive, same destruction, same speed. The man literally cannot celebrate without destroying something. Most streamers pop champagne, Speed pops monitors. But 15 grand is still nothing compared to what Speed paid for a robot he ended up bullying to death. Speed says he paid $50,000 for a robot named Moxy.
I have bought a $50,000 conservative robot right here. Oh yeah, her name is Moxy. Hey Moxy, wake up!
Now for the record, this robot normally costs way less at retail, but Speed claims he got it imported from China through a buddy who plugged him in.
I'm not even trolling. This is I can show y'all the receipt. This robot specifically was transferred to all the way to Beijing, China. One of my closest buddies plugged me in with this robot.
Either way, the second it turned on, Speed started harassing it. He asked it about Ronaldo. It gave a mid-answer.
Moxy, I love Ronaldo.
Ronaldo, the Brazilian soccer player.
No! The Portugal! Ronaldo!
He asked it to bark. It couldn't. He asked it to fart. It didn't understand. He asked it if it was a spy. It said no.
Moxy, are you a spy?
No, I am not a spy.
He told it Messi was trash and to never speak that name again. The robot just kept saying, "I feel wobbly. I'm not stable." And eventually Speed told it to go to sleep.
Moxy, go to sleep! What the Yo, she actually went to sleep.
And it did, and it never woke up. He literally bullied a children's educational robot into shutting down forever. A robot designed to teach 5-year-olds about feelings. And Speed asked it to fart, told it to shut up, and roasted it about Messi until it gave up on life. 50 grand for a robot that lasted one stream, but this one didn't break on purpose. The next one Speed lost was a complete accident, and a fan spent 4 days trying to fix it. Now Speed didn't destroy this one. The ocean did, but it still cost him $50,000. During his Thailand tour, Speed was playing in the water with fans when his flash diamond earring came off and sank to the bottom.
Oh my fuck!
No, he's gone.
Earrings.
He's gone.
50 grand, gone. But here's where the story gets insane. A fan named Trevor Hatch actually dove into that water and searched for the earring for 4 days straight.
Speed, I don't think your earring's gonna show up, my man. It's gonna show up, we're gonna find it in the next little bit right here, alright?
4 days of diving, and he found it.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, freak. Is it real?
And it was a moment of truth. In fact, we did find the earring.
When he returned it to Speed, mans couldn't even believe it. And this wasn't even the only time. Speed lost another earring doing a cliff dive in Sydney, Australia, and offered fans a $1,000 reward to find it. This dude has lost over $100,000 in earrings alone just from being too wild around water. But losing jewelry is nothing compared to what happened when Speed got put in a room with $3 million robots. Speed got access to 3 $1 million humanoid robots built by a company called 1X Technologies.
Yo, this is like a real human, bro. Yeah. This is like a real human.
And for a while it was fine. He was sitting there playing Connect 4 with one of them, actually calm, actually normal. Then the second robot touched his shoulder. Speed panicked, started backing away, but the robot just kept coming, slowly, steadily, like it had a mission. He's backpedaling, screaming, waving it off, and this thing will not stop, so he threw himself into a backflip to get away. What he didn't see was the third robot standing directly behind him. He landed straight on it. Full weight, the robot collapsed and never got back up. Speed hit the floor too, actually injured. Both of them are just laying there. $1 million. Destroyed because a robot touched his shoulder. But even that isn't the most expensive thing Speed has destroyed, because the last one landed him in an actual courtroom. This is the big one. In September 2025, during Speed Does America, a 4-foot-tall humanoid robot named Rizzbot showed up on Speed's stream.
So this is Rizzbot? What the hell?
The robot is normally worth about $13,000, but what Speed did to it ended up costing $1 million. See, at first, Rizzbot was cool. It complimented Speed's hair, his jersey, called him a legend.
Hey Speed, I'm excited to meet you. Wow, your hair looks crazy. Bro, you're looking like a total beast. Straight fire. Absolute legend status.
But then it started roasting him.
That Man U jersey's so faded, it looks like you've been supporting them since the last time they won a trophy. 1878, that goatee's so thin it needs VAR just to confirm it exists. Bro, you built like a FIFA created character somebody hit randomize on and gave up.
And then it flipped him off. Speed said, "I'm about to kick his ass." And he did.
Oh, watch out, Brian. That's it. Yup. Nah, bro. Nah, that's it. Oh, he think I'm playing, Rudy.
The robot's cameras, sensors, and neck were completely destroyed. It couldn't walk, couldn't talk, couldn't do anything. And here's where it gets real. The company behind Rizzbot, Social Robotics, filed $1 million lawsuit against Speed. They claim the robot had a deal lined up with CBS for the NFL Today Show and a massive collaboration with Mr. Beast. Both canceled because of the damage. $1 million. All because a robot flipped Speed off and he took it personally. This one item cost more than the controller, the monitor, the PS5, the PC, his bedroom, his entire setup, both robots, and the earring combined. And that's not even an exaggeration. Add all of those up, it's still less than what one robot lawsuit is costing him, and the lawsuit is still pending, meaning the craziest thing Speed has ever destroyed might end up costing him even more. From a $70 controller to $1 million courtroom battle, that's IShowSpeed, the man who started breaking keyboards in his mom's house and is now catching lawsuits from robots he fought on a tour bus. And at the rate he's going, this list is only gonna get longer. But if you want to see every crazy thing IShowSpeed has ever bought, from a $1 chip all the way up to a $10 million mansion, click the video on screen right now, because that one goes even deeper into the wildest purchases Speed has ever made.